Hi there, and welcome to Epicfull News Episode 2. I think we'll start out with some Epicfull news. Robert Downey Jr. has been in the news lately as to whether or not he would play Iron Man. Today confirms that he will indeed. He will at least return in Captain America 3. As to Iron Man 4, it's still one way or the other, but the character isn't gone yet. And that is hope. Also in the rumor mill, a Resident Evil TV series is in the works. From what I've heard so far, it will have something to do with the events after the next movie. But whether or not it's a different storyline or a complete reboot, it's still not determined. The fall TV lineup has started with quite a handful of new shows. Now, I've started watching a few, and here are my opinions on some of them. Forever is a new show about a man who is seemingly immortal and can't die. He is also an interesting character played by Ian Grufford, who I remember as Mr. Fantastic and pretty much nothing else. And the show so far seems pretty interesting. The way they set it up kind of reminds me of Arrow, where he's doing one thing and then they show the backstory of his, past, and then it somehow sort of relates to what's going on in present. So far, I'm giving the series about a 6. It could really depend whether or not that'd go up on how the plot plays out. I mean, it's just not there. I'd like to see more, but who knows. The next show is Scorpion. Now, Scorpion is about a collective team of geniuses, to an extent, who solve crises that, would kill a lot of people or cause the downfall of mankind. It's only been a few episodes, so it's hard to say whether or not this team will be good. It's not really a precedent. It's been done many times before in different fashions. I don't know. Leverage comes to mind. I mean, they all had their own unique spin, but I don't know. Again, we'll have to watch more and see how it goes. As far as other TV shows starting this season, a lot of returns and a lot of series coming to an end. It's been a bad year for series, let me tell you. A lot of good ones are going down, but some of the good ones are still in there. Well, let's see. Once Upon a Time, it's going strong. A lot of Frozen, but pretty much knew that was going to happen. Arrow had a good start for the season premiere. Not a whole lot's being set up just yet, but there's still a lot going on. Supernatural is kind of the same thing. They're not really setting up everything just yet, but you can tell there's going to be a lot going on. Other honorable mentions, The Vampire Diaries, still doing pretty alright. Maybe not be everybody's cup of tea, but it's actually pretty good. If there's any other series you want to hear about or hear my opinion about, then just leave a comment and I'll try to get to them. Now for a horror feature, as it is the month of October, scary movie watching. I've watched a good share of quite a few. I've only watched a handful this month so far, but today is a foreign film, and it is Shallow. Now, the film is one of those movies where you're not sure what's going on, and then you think you have it, and then you don't, and then you think you have it, and then you don't. Overall, I'd give the movie about a 7. I mean, it's still good, scenery, filmography, and acting and whatnot, but I was watching it with my friend, and it made him pretty mad that he couldn't keep a hold on what was actually happening. So sometimes those films work, sometimes they don't. Overall, I mean, I get it. It was sort of scary, scary level. It's not all the way up there, but it's a decent film to watch. Anyways, this has been episode 2 of Epicfull. Dang it, there it goes again. Epicfull News.